same starting lineup for Halifax. And here in this city, man, it was a big game last night, and it's an even bigger one tonight.
Yeah. You can feel the energy right now tonight in the
kick out the Herring Jr. Williamson, who's been outstanding, to Boyd, who also is outstanding, and he knocks down the tough jumper, Julian Boyd.
And they're going to need him tonight.
Watson with the blow-by, and he
Nice
banks
take.
it home. And that's what Tyrone Watson. Ramel goes for an empty trip, and it's a 1-point game for London. Herring Jr. off the pick and roll, and he finishes.
He's quick. Can't give him a step.
And it all comes down to matchups. It all comes down to trying to exploit where the weakness is. White for three, and he drains it. And that's a shot that was missing last night. White, 41 minutes, ended up with 18 points and 12 rebounds on 7 of 14 shooting.
Ooh, Williams looks like he got away with a bit of an elbow there.
As you can see, the sort of
play there, sends it in. And there's Billy White hitting the three.
Watson,
nice take.
And he banks it in. Tyrone Watson, important for him to get off to that good start. Boyd for three, comes up short. Keynes trying to run in the open floor. White, and he throws it down over Williams Jr. Going up soft with it.
No, sir.
He saw that first rejection down the previous trip, and he didn't want Williams Jr. to do it again, and Bolden knocks down the three.
Yeah.
And he's another guy. Boyd.
London doing a good job of getting their ball movement so far has been spectacular.
Herring Jr. rattles down another, so that's back-to-back threes.
Five on the shot clock.
About it. He's got to go. Puts it up for three, and he drains it.
Great shot. Captain Clutch, Scales.
And it's back to a 1-point game.
There it is again.
Boyd,
look at that.
And he throws down a two-handed slam off the pick and Canes, and 10 times out of 10, Julian Boyd's going to throw it down with authority.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
Clay Scales
he was
gets
getting
the
bounced
banker
around in there.
And able to bank that one in. Boyd now swings it to Williams Jr. He'll put it up for three, and he bangs that one down. So they have half of that total already. Mason, he banks it home and one.
Just before that play.
Herring Jr. splits the defense, loses the handle, and gets the teardrop to go. So just when Boyd, unable to connect from that distance, White with the pump fake, gets in the key and
what
up
a nice take by
under, and he gets the finger roll to go.
Good job of Billy White getting his defender off his feet.
Billy 2 for 4 now from the field. He's got 5. Herring Jr. for 3, and he knocks it down again. Doug asserting himself with the pump fake. The Clink Scales. Shot clock under 5. Clink's got to put it up from 18 feet, and he knocks it down.
He's playing clutch today.
Herring Jr. now. That's a tough three, and he knocks it down again right between the eyes.
Wow.
Can't finish. That rebound's scooped up by Williamson, and he'll go off to the races. They have numbers back the other way, and Bolden throws it down with 2 hands. So the end off the window, can't get it to go. Williamson gets the rebound. Mason chases him down, taps it into Herring Jr., and Williamson banks it in off the feed from Herring. Swings at the pool. Zimmerman back to Brown. Brown attacking Dellenbear with the right hand and gets the floater to go.
Nice touch by the big man. Good job.
So Herring Jr. thought about it. Shot clock under 5. Tough shot. Step back. That rattles in and out, but the putback is there by Boyd.
Got to box him out.
Shot clock under 5. Herring Jr. Crossover. Step back. Tough shot. Beats the shot clock and beats Poole's defense, and knocks down a 10-point lead, the largest for the Bolts. Clint Scales, he puts up the jumper and he puts it in. And Clint Scales, though, is 9th point. He's 4 for 4 from the field, Clint Scales, including a 3-ball. Williamson banks it in off of his miss. He stayed with it.
Mike Poole did a great. See the replay of it here. Drives, Gets hit just a little bit, or sorry, not.
Poole for
There we
three,
go.
and he knocks it down. Points for the Hurricanes, and that was a team high. Williams Jr., tough jumper, and he rattles it down over Brown.
Yeah, not bad.
The Hurricanes 2-1 and done.
It's a mismatch here.
Williams Jr. baseline, kicks it to Johnson for three, and Johnson bangs it down.
London is firing on all cylinders.
With the floater, short at the rim, hustles for the rebound though, comes up with it, second chance, Poole for three, bang, and he knocks it down.
Poole might be the answer right now.
At 7 is Poole. 8-point lead, Boyd for three, and swish,
goodness.
all net for Julian and Bolden. But Remel Brown's been displaying that all series long, the ability to play the smaller man.
And
Brown
the finish on the other
finishing
side.
out of the
You
rim.
earned it.
Great look by Poole's first personal. Williamson will inbound with 14 on the shot. Bolden banks it home.
And they took
Good
advantage
looking.
of those two switches, sorted out when that ball went in.
Zimmerman puts it up for three, and Zimmerman puts it down.
There you go.
So right up. Herring Jr. back in the game for London. Williamson, good look, and he knocks it down, beating the shot clock.
It was a nice.
By the Bolts, they're looking to run. Bolden almost pulled up the three. Pulls back, Herring Jr., he'll attack. Drives the rim, and a nice alley-oop to Capers, who banks it in.
That gets a lot of fouls. He doesn't foul out of a lot of games. So, you know, you can take risks with guys like him with 3 fouls where maybe you couldn't, especially with someone like a big.
And White drains it from down.
Game of runs, right?
Clint Scales with the inbound, absolutely, and we're not done. Brown loses his man, and he banks it home as Capers falls on the inbound, and it's a one. Clint Scales on the reversal, and that's a tough three. Rebound by White. White, he'll put it up for downtown, and bang, he knocks it down. So second chance opportunity, forces the three, no good. As Capers was able to close out. Herring Jr. from half court, and it's good!
Are you kidding me?
Herring Jr.
And the first one by 8.
So the Hurricanes will start the third with possession. White going right to work, and he banks it in.
And that's where they need him to do a lot more of.
They need Mason back the other way. Mason taking his time. Bolts got back in transition. Mason off the drive, and
Nice.
he banks it home with the left hand.
Fans wanted a foul called. Looks like he got held up a little by Bolden.
Williams Jr. with the spin, and he banks it in.
That's a tough draw for Clint Scales.
White, one-on-one with Bolden, spin up
Oh,
and
what a
under.
move.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, that's
Man,
nice
oh man,
footwork.
they need to double Billy White if Billy Scales. Bolden dribble handoff, and hope he faked it. Williamson, backdoors Williamson, and he gets it to go down.
Great cut by Williamson.
Explosive and Williamson trying to stand up Mason.
Mason does a good job of not biting there.
Williamson banks it in through the contact. He's
He's had some word.
ties. Hurricanes briefly took the lead in the third here.
Spin.
White, and he banks it in again. Beautiful spin move on. Didn't have much success after Boyd was unable to contain White. Williamson, though, he banks it in through the contact on Brown. And
Beautiful.
count it. But this is the matchup right here that
You got that double. I got to kick it out to someone.
he put
They
the
did.
onus on Remel Brown to make the right decision. Williams Jr. for three, and he drains it. Stepped into that three ball. Bounce. 5-point game. Boyd puts it up for three, and he drains it. Stepped into that.
It's just
He's
that.
arc is Julian.
2 for 4 for him. He's got 12 points on the day. Nice finish by Watson.
Watson getting to the rim. But they got to
With their
defend.
bigs.
Got to defend, Matt. 10 of 19. Williams Jr. no good. Bolden with the follow-up, and he counted
Oh
through the
my.
contact. So just like that, we were tied. Hurricanes had the lead.
Oh,
now
wow.
it's 9 points. And there's Clint Scales.
There he is.
And he banks it in through the.
Nice defense
Williamson.
by Mike Poole.
Second chance, and he gets it to go.
Picture by the time the rebound came down.
Clint Scales
Gets
blows by
Jr.
Williams Jr. and he banks it in. It's a beautiful take by Clint for three. No good, too strong. Brown
There's
with the
Brown.
rebound. Brown back to the rim. White for three. Bang! And White knocks it down.
Ooh, they're on their feet now.
Williams Jr. no good. Clint Scales to White in the open floor. To
Nice
Watson,
pass.
he banks it home and one.
What?
27 apiece. The basket will not count.
The roof was going to come off this place.
Herring Jr. banks it home, and that's a tough shot by Herring Jr. as he falls off the screen, gets to the rim, can't
Brown was
finish.
there.
Rebound by Brown.
I think Brown got a piece of that.
Canes have numbers in transition. Watson, count it. Canes got to get. Herring Jr. crosses the timeline. Doug kicks it out to Johnson for three. Johnson drains it. And fourth, multiple lead changes, multiple ties.
It's been exciting.
Herring Jr. puts it up for three, and he knocks it down right between the eight. And that's good for 25 points on 9 of 14 shooting. Mason, alley-oop to Brown. Great connection between Mason and Brown. Herring Jr. to D'Alembert, and D'Alembert turns it over. Canes back the other way. Here's Mason to Poole. Poole banks it in. Get it. Mason now. Poole between the legs, blows by Johnson and banks it in. He just made Johnson look like a about it. And Bolden not confident in shooting the three right now. Bolden again though, and he knocks that one down after resetting. Guarded by Mason. Off the screen, back to Boyd. Boyd for three, and it goes down again. Julian Boyd from downtown. Clint Scales swings it to Brown for two. White gets the friendly roll. Bolden, baseline.
Nice defense.
Capers with the rebound. Herring Jr. for three, and he puts it in.
Nice spin by
Watson gets to the rim and banks it in and one.
Just too quick.
Man, 1 point game now. Just over 6 remaining in regulation. Williamson, baseline, and he banks it in.
Nice ball movement by London.
3 point game now. Mason gets inside and
Nice
he
take.
gets the floater to go. Need a little bit more than that, but in regulation in game number 7. Back door, Boyd banks it in. So good roll back to the rim.
Great.
Clint Scales to Watson, shot clock under 5. Watson spins and he banks it home.
Nice finish. Wants the foul.
Watson is down, clutching his right knee. He's in a lot of discomfort right now. Williams Jr. for three, and he knocks it down. And that, no good. Mason, they let him shoot it.
In and out.
To go down. Ramel with the putback taps it in.
It's too little, too.
All is left is the all-important inbound, as Herring Jr. will hold it out. And
that's it.
That's it. The London Lightning have captured the 2018 NBLC Finals. They are champions in back-to-back years. Championship number 4 out of 7. And congratulations to the London Lightning and their whole organization.